Hello lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Anna, hope your day is so well. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The Bachelor's Litia Garr isn't licking her wounds anymore after she was blindsided by Ellis, who chose Juliana Pasquarello as his fiancée. The Bachelor season 29 ended with a shocking twist when Grant, who had been leaning heavily towards Litia all season, decided to choose Juliana instead. Grant and Juliana are still together and planning their wedding, but Litia, on the other hand, says she isn't reliving the past and got the closure she needed when the finale aired. Grant had told Litia several times she was his #1 pick, and even told her mom midway through filming that they should stop the entire show because Grant was choosing Litia. Grant also told Litia he loved her. And yet, during the final rose ceremony, Grant stumbled through his words to Litia, telling her he wasn't her person and choosing Juliana instead. Litia recently appeared on the Julia Cunningham show on Radio Andy on Sirius XM, and she and host Julia Cunningham discussed where she's at now that the dust has settled on her season of The Bachelor. Litia told Julia that she's doing great today, and she's hopeful for the future, even though she'll always be known for her time on The Bachelor. Litia also shared that she doesn't need any closure from Grant, since she got all the closure she needed on that final day. Litia said after Grant blindsided her, she knew he wasn't the right kind of person for her. She didn't want to be with someone who could treat people that way. He'd spent months telling her she was the one, and at the last minute, switched to Juliana, which Litia said made it a lot easier for me to close the book on it and move on. The saying, "their actions were the closure," comes to mind in this situation. Litia doesn't need to sit down with Grant and hash things out anymore. His actions at the end showed his true character, and that's all the closure Litia needs. Litia seems to be in a healthy place now that her time on The Bachelor has ended. She doesn't have any anger or resentment towards Grant and Juliana, despite a few jabs from Juliana. In fact, Litia said that she can value her time with Grant for what it was, and she opened herself up in ways she didn't think she was capable of. Litia's self-awareness surrounding her time on the show and her experiences with Grant prove she's out of his league. Litia is thoughtful with her words and doesn't bash him or Juliana, but she's firm in her self-worth. By saying that she's proud of herself for opening and being vulnerable on reality TV, it is the best possible outcome for Litia, and shows she's learned lessons on the show and doesn't regret putting herself out there. After appearing on The Bachelor, contestants have a huge opportunity to parlay that appearance into other TV appearances, especially within the Bachelor/ABC franchise. Sadly, there won't be a new season of The Bachelorette this year, but going from The Bachelor to Bachelor in Paradise is a common pipeline for contestants. When asked if she'd be interested in Bachelor in Paradise, Litia said, "I'm open to it. I had a great experience. I think it's very new and I had a great time. I loved everyone in production. Everyone at Hulu, ABC, Warner Brothers." Perhaps a spin around the dance floor on Dancing with the Stars could be in Litia's future. Litia said she's not a good dancer, but she has rhythm and is open to learning. Julia, from the Julia Cunningham show, said viewers love to see someone progress on dots, so Litia would be an ideal contestant. She earned so many fans, especially women who related to the things that happened between Grant and Litia. So showcasing her dancing skills would be an obvious next step for her. Another season of The Bachelor has come to an end, with Ellis eliminating all but one of the women who we watched exit the limos at Bachelor Mansion just weeks ago. Over the course of 3 hours, tears were shed, advice was given, and Grant finally decided that Juliana Pasquarello was the woman he wanted to get engaged to. As I watched the season 29 journey conclude, I couldn't help but think of one big change the franchise needs to make for future seasons. We knew all season that Grant Ellis was going to struggle to choose between his final two women, who turned out to be Juliana Pasquarosa and Litia Garr, in the finale, and other than that, there were really no twists or unexpected drama that justified a 3-hour runtime. That means we got a lot of filler. Grant repeating the good qualities of each woman, flashbacks to dates we've already seen, unnecessary segments, and so many ads. I'm not alone in my thinking, either, as many in Bachelor Nation took to social media to complain about this block of the 2025 TV schedule. One fan joked, "There were moments where it felt obvious that the Bachelor producers